Your time starts now! 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 So are you ready to see what's under those mystery boxes?
Yes, Chef!
You may not be so excited in a few seconds.
Oh.
Andy,
Chef.
where are you from, Andy?
East Coast in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia.
And your biggest nightmare is the lobster? Have you considered moving to Calgary?
I've practiced a lot of lobsters at this point.
So what are you gonna do with that lobster?
We have a butter poach going here. We're gonna do a really deep, beautiful, smoky cream sauce. I've got some dill oil, I've got some buttermilk biscuits. You would never have a lobster without a biscuit back home.
I see the confidence. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Andre, please bring your dish to the front.
I made a pickled guava skin and uni butter coconut pasta.
I mean, this is a complete change from what I saw last time. Beautiful presentation. I love the colors. I love the natural feel. I really love that. This is wow. I love the different textures. You got the crunch coming from the cracker. You got the silky smooth from the sea urchin.
Yeah.
And then that pickle gives it a bit of acidity, gives it a bit of freshness. You got the full balance in here. And you spend all that time in the front line. This dish could put you at the front of this line.
Thank you. Oh my God. Because of work, I didn't think I was ready to come back here, but I'm glad I did. I'm proud.
3 minutes! You only have 3 more minutes left, come on!
You need to be plating now.
You know what I like about Jeremy? Like Chef Kimura, he looks at the fish, looking at the angles. He's already seeing the slices before he even slices it.
I'm doing the traditional Japanese technique of cutting fish. You start cutting an angle, and to finish the cut, you make sure that your knife is at 90 degrees.
Wow.
I want to show Chef Kimura that I can do it too.
My rice still has a little bit of excess moisture, so I try putting a second nori sheet on the other side. That way, when you roll it up, that will help keep it together.
Gary rolled the wrong way.
1 minute! You only have 1 more minute left. Get the toppings on.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Come on. Use the 1 minute.
Andy, you got to start plating.
Gotta start plating. Nice, Jen.
Thank you.
30 seconds. Get those maki onto a plate. Do this.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Trim that down, Marissa. That's going to be big.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Good job, guys.
Wow, good for you.
That was borderline cruel.
Oh, I am sweating. I kind of feel like I'm gonna pass out, but I am so unbelievably proud that I got an entire maki roll on the plate in 25 minutes. They brought me back for a damn good reason.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, Chef Alvin. So I made a ginger soy tuna roll, and I put some crispy asparagus tempura just for a little bit of crunch.
Okay, the first test you do for a maki, make sure it doesn't fall apart. Hold it like this and turn. So obviously it's well constructed,
Thank you.
but taste
Taste is king.
I like it. I think it's got nice flavor coming from the tuna.
Thank you.
It's well seasoned, maybe a little bit more filling,
Okay.
but other than that, the flavors are right, the texture is holding. This is definitely a maki to look forward to.
Thank you so much.
Wow, Marissa,
Chef
looks
Alvin.
interesting. Tell me what you made.
So I prepared for you today a surf and turf maki. We have a tempura shrimp on the inside, and on top you have Wagyu hot sear.
So I think the presentation, all the middle piece should be about the same size. Consistency is important. Well, tastes a lot better than it looks.
Thank you, Chef.
The meat is very tender. I think the tempura is done nicely,
Thank you, Chef.
but get that tight wrapped, and then every single piece would look nice. Taste is king, but looks is important.
Thank you, Chef. The meat was cooked perfectly. It packed the punch that I was hoping for. I'm feeling really, really good about that.
April Lee,
Chef Alvin.
deli maki.
Deli maki. Well, it's executive deli maki.
Executive deli maki. Tell me
Yes.
what's in it.
On the outside, I've got smoked salmon, avocado, and a salami. On the inside, I have a little tempura, asparagus.
Well, interesting is what I would describe this as.
Sure.
You know, I'm a little bit disappointed because the flavors do not balance.
Okay.
You got very salty packaged meat on top. I like innovation, but you gotta put effort to create innovation.
Sure.
And I think you can give me that. Can you?
Definitely, Chef.
Well, I hope so. Or else you know what's gonna happen.
Okonomiyaki. Japan's take on a savory pancake.
Wow.
This is a comfort food that could be filled with anything you could imagine.
But tonight, you'll be grilling it as we like it. Because this is a replication challenge. 5 minutes! You only have 5 more minutes.
That's a very thick pancake. You gotta make sure the middle is cooked.
There's a fine balance between it being overcooked, where it becomes really dry, to undercooked.
I'm confident that I feel it's cooked. It's perfectly done. Get it on the plate.
Well, I can tell you right now, Barry's going too quickly.
Barry, too early.
I'm not running out of time again. It's cooked.
Got enough time here. I'm feeling good.
Look at the others. It's not even out of the pan yet.
I'm feeling great. I think it's cooked perfectly, but I'm really not going to know until someone takes a slice out of it.
Hey, Barry.
Chef Alvin?
So, this is a replication challenge. And I think it looks good, but what's important is how it tastes.
Yes, Chef.
The cook is a little bit under because I'm getting a little bit of the stickiness in the mouth. You were the first one out of the pan. We all make mistakes, but we never make the mistake twice.
Never.
Okay, well, it's a good effort. Andrew and Jen, time to see if you can impress the demon chef with your tortilla and a pesto sauce.
I'm feeling very disappointed. Andrew's plate looks beautiful, and I don't even have a full serving of pasta done. And it's just a mess.
Okay, are you happy with this, Andrew?
I'm quite happy, yes.
Jen?
I thought my, time just got away from me. I went with a more classic version of hand rolling it. I just know I wanted to do better.
Don't despair, all right? Let's go look at the shape. Andrew, it's all over the place. It's supposed to resemble a spiral.
Okay.
But it's not consistent. Now, to finish this, again, I see a distinct difference. The color variation, you notice right away. Okay, this has kind of like a brownish tint to it. And this is like it's fresh green. You know, I love that bite on that pasta. And it's well cooked. You got the texture, which I enjoy. Sauce-wise, you added probably a bit too much of the pine nut and the cheese.
Okay.
Because it makes the sauce very, very heavy.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
But good effort.
Thank you, Chef.
Jan, the pasta, it's a little bit more consistent, but it may be a problem with size. Now, to finish this, the pasta, it's a little bit hard.
Okay.
It's not bouncy. Using your hand instead of a scraper when you're rolling it, you probably over-rolled it a bit. But your sauce is beautiful. I get the freshness. And you got the acidity in there as well. I would say it's a fine effort.
Thank you.
Overall, I would say the winner is Andrew. Andrew, head to the gallery.
Thank you, Chef.
Jen, were you happy to get the view?
Yes and no.
What are you gonna do?
Instead of veal, I'm gonna do rabbit, a loin, and a leg. I'm gonna do a red wine pine gravy. Also gonna do a sage and prosciutto infused crumble.
Why rabbit? You like rabbit?
To be honest, I've never cooked or eaten it before, but I figure it's worth the journey. Can't be too much different than any other protein.
But why not veal then?
I want to just switch it up. I didn't want to go basic with it.
Okay, well, that's definitely reimagining it, using rabbit instead of veal. Be careful of rabbit because they can be very, very tough. But I like the ambition.
Thank you, Chef. I have zero experience cooking rabbit. I saw it at culinary school, and I feel like rabbit is an elevating food. So let's cook some rabbit.
30 minutes! You only have 30 minutes left!
The time is just flying by.
Okay, it's gonna be tight.
Yeah.
It's looking good.
Oh, stop the clock!
What happened?
We know you're hard at work on your second course. But come on, guys. Who's ever heard of an Italian meal with only 2 courses?
Oh, please don't do it.
Don't do it.
That's why we're adding one more, a contorno.
Oh my God.
Oh, no. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Oh, God. It's just like, what? I have no clue what to do with this.
Jen, your contorno.
I kept it nice and simple. I did a seared yellow zucchini. I blanched some rapini, covered it with some pecorino, a little bit of lemon to brighten it up, and a little bit of the same prosciutto sage crumble just to give it a little bite.
The presentation of this is different. I like that kind of modern, throw it in there, and it looks good.
Thank you, Chef.
It's a flavorful dish. It's executed well. I like the char you put on the rapini, that slight bitterness. I know time was short, and that proves you don't panic. Culinary school, that extra effort, it's paying off.
Sure is.
Great work, Jen.
Good job. Well done, well done.
Are you ready to see what's under the box?
Yes.
Are you really ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, lift.
Okay.
I lift up the mystery box and I'm seeing some dried legumes and a couple vegetables.
Oh my gosh. I see seeds, some tofu. I have no idea. What are we doing?
Not the ingredients that you normally would think of when you think comfort food.
Tonight, you'll be creating a comfort food dish using only plant-based products.
It used to be that the vegetarian option was simply whole the meat. But we've come a long way with plant-based proteins like tempeh, seitan, and beans.
I am completely unfamiliar with everything under this mystery box. Normally at home, every night, there is a protein that is the focal point of dinner.
Your dish can either be savory or sweet and come from any culture you desire. The world is your oyster, or whatever the plant-based alternative is for oysters.
Plant-based cuisine really creates an opportunity for home cooks to show how innovative they can be, but it hasn't been explored to its full potential yet.
It is relatively new, I think, to certainly North American culture, whereas there are other cultures in the world. It has been the way of life and staple for years.
In Hong Kong, we've been eating vegetarian cuisine for a long, long time. It's a lot of religion that requires meat not to be eaten. But what I'm really excited is what our group can do. You have a mosaic of nationality. I want to see what kind of comfort food dish that they'll be doing.
It's taking me forever to grate these carrots.
I am making a carrot cake spice dumpling with vegan creme anglaise. This is what I do for a living, so this is the time that I can showcase my skills.
I obviously make dumplings all the time for restaurants, retail. I've also been starting to teach a lot of classes as well, and I'm always pushing the boundaries. That's what I'm really good at. So I haven't made a dumpling dish yet, and I just really want to pump one out.
Hey, May.
Hi, Chef Alvin.
Tell me what you're doing.
I'm actually going dessert and dumplings.
I love dumplings.
So do I.
And you were the dumpling queen.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so I can tell you a dumpling is my comfort food. My grandmother used to make dumplings all the time, so I remember as a little kid, I would wait for those. So I can tell you I'm really looking forward to your dumplings. And remember, presentation.
Absolutely. Thank you, Chef.
Hey, Andrew.
Chef, how are you?
Looks like you're making something sweet.
I think I am.
And you notice how beautiful that caramelized with the alternative butter because it doesn't burn as quickly. Tell me, what are you doing there?
Some nice caramelized peaches with crumble on top, baked in the oven. A nice pour of creme anglaise made with silken tofu.
Okay.
Some of the soy milk.
Yes.
It's chai spiced. And then I'm doing a pistachio praline.
Very excited about this dish, but remember, must look good.
Yes, that's the plan. Thank you, Chef.
Jeremy, done a lot of traveling in Southeast Asia. Tell you, must have ate twice my weight in lumpia. Why did you use the rice noodle?
It's just a cool little vessel once it's fried.
Well, let's see how this goes. You have all kinds of range here. The rice noodle, I like it because it looks a lot more elevated. The filling, tasty. Sauce, you got refined carrots, and I can taste that carrot coming together. You have it all.
Thank you so much, Chef.
Please go back to.
Thank you so much.
Good job, Jeremy.
Praise from the judges means so much to me. I feel like my mom would be so proud of me.
Andre, please bring your dish up to the front.
Here I have a chorizo patty with chickpeas and hemp seed, a tahini and saffron sauce, and a Caesar cashew sauce.
How do you get the chorizo with vegetable-based protein?
I season the vegetable protein very well with the ancho chilies and the ancho chili powder.
Nice and light. The bricks gives it a much lighter taste. The filling, a bit dry. You need to add on a bit of liquid. A lot of times you get the fat coming from the meat, which makes it liquid. But I like the sauce, and I like the spice. I just wish it was a little bit juicier.
Thank you, Chef. This is tough competition. I'm just hoping that I can pull through.
Ah, Christopher.
Chef Alvin.
Very nice. We both come from Chinese family, and I remember those tofu puddings, coconut soups, Chinese kind of desserts was something that's also very close to me. It's there. It's light, it's airy. This just takes me back to my childhood, which is going back further than yours.
Thank you, Chef.
Hey, Chris.
Well done, Chris.
I am making dessert, which is way outside my comfort zone. So I chose the pomelo and the mandolin. I feel good about the pomelo. It's kind of like grapefruit, a little bit like an orange. The pomelo is gonna be the base flavor for everything, and the mandolin is gonna be used for a lot of the garnishing. I'm doing a pomelo pop, so pomelo curd, gonna do a coconut crumb on top. We are going fast and hard on this one, but we are baking.
You know, I can't believe it. Andy is going for dessert one more time. I personally think there's a little bit of a feud between he and Christopher.
If it's going to be the battle of dessert, Christopher is going to give Andy a run for his money.
I chose pandan and siphon. I took pandan because it's a childhood comfort flavor of mine. Pandan is a really subtle flavor. It's a little bit grassy, a little bit herbal, but it's got this very rich, creamy, robust flavor. Today, I'm doing a bit of a tropical dessert. It's gonna be a plated dessert. I'm making a pandan forest with pandan espuma. Espuma is a foamed, warm component. And I'm also gonna be doing a pandan micro sponge with the siphon. When Andrew won with a dessert last week, I really wanted to bring my dessert game this week. It is something a little bit different, and I hope the judges will be impressed.
What do I need to do now?
I take my papillote out of the oven. What's in this pocket has to be perfectly cooked. It's ready to go. I hope, fingers are crossed. I'm gonna cut into it and see what I've got.
Look what she's doing right now. She's cutting into the parchment paper.
In previous challenges, the judges' feedback that they've given me was that they wanted to see a nice composed dish. I know I'm breaking with tradition, but I just want to give them a nice plate.
I can tell you I'm crying right now because I see all that aroma, that flavor leaking out of that bag. It's like opening Christmas present. I want it open in front of me. Marissa has ruined my Christmas.
I chose Emulsify and Spiralizer. It's a pan-seared cod with potato two ways and a calamansi beurre blanc.
Jeremy, look at the sauce. I'm not seeing the emulsification here. Are you seeing it?
It was underneath the fish, and the green onion oil is just mixed into it now.
Fish, perfectly cooked. Sauce, it's there. the calamansi, the bouillon. But I really wish there was more of it. You know, you're supposed to show it.
I tried my best, chef.
You spend a lot of time doing things to make it more fancy, which is not relevant. The spiral is there, but is it talking to me? No, it's not. I'm being tough on you. But that's because you're so good. Expect more from yourself.
Understood.
My words were siphon and pandan. I would call this dish Into the Ravine. I used the siphon 2 ways. I've done a pandan coconut espuma on the bottom and also used it to make a steamed micro sponge on top. There's meringue mushrooms for some crisp, a pistachio crumb, some caramelized milk logs, and then just some red currants and yellow currants for some acidity.
Wow. I must say, I am lost for words. It's so pretty that I don't want to eat it. There's moss, there's mushrooms, there's soil. This is so beautiful, but does it taste as good as it looks? I love the soil. The pandan is definitely there. And you had to put it in strong. It is very light and delicate, and you handle it well. All the flavors, they come together. The crispiness, a bit of saltiness from the soil even, it goes very well with the pandan. This dish, to me, I'm lost for words, as I said. And that doesn't happen to the Demon Chef. I'm emotional. That says it all.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you.
Good job.
I think that today is gonna be finally my day to win.
As I walk up, the only element on my plate that I'm worried about is that choice to not present it in the parchment paper. I chose tamarind and en papillote. And this is tuna en papillote with a tamarind coconut curry.
Have you had a dish before in the restaurant?
Yes, I have, chef.
And how do they serve it?
Usually it's brought out tableside and the server opens the parchment paper for you. My focus was to use the technique properly, to properly steam my fish and my vegetables. I'm not here for trickery or any bells and whistles.
The show is not just a show. It's to keep the aroma. And it's not like Christmas. I always like to see that parchment paper cut open and steam and the bouquet coming out. And I'm missing that. And I hope the taste prove me different.
Let's see.
The sauce, you got the tamarind. I like it. You got the fruitiness, you got the acidity, not too sour, not too sweet. But on a fish of this size, on tuna, this thickness, the sauce is not giving it enough coverage.
Okay.
Overall, it's a good dish. I don't know if that's good enough for this competition. Please go back to your station.
Cheers.
All of these ingredients are so interesting.
These are not ingredients you're going to find in most people's grocery carts. These are a little bit unusual, and they do take a tremendous amount of skill and understanding in order to master them. And it takes a very important word, creativity.
Very interesting. I don't even know if you can eat it.
I don't even know like what half these ingredients are.
Okay, so maybe we're gonna scratch that idea.
At least I recognize the mung bean noodles. I know that I can use that as a base of my dish. I do recognize squab, but I've never worked with it. But I'm gonna treat it as if it was a tiny little chicken.
Squab, I think, is particularly challenging to work with because it is such a lean protein.
Unlike chicken, it has a very strong flavor, so it could be overpowering. You have to know how it behaves. You have to create that perfect balance.
I don't want to go salmon. I feel like that's too easy. I want to use something that I've never worked before. I'm here to push myself. I'm back to win. I'm making a Filipino-inspired soup using this squab. It's called a sotanghon. Anytime I was sick as a kid, my mom used to make me sotanghon. It's basically our chicken noodle soup. My mom was so important to learning everything that I know about cooking. And that's one of my fondest memories of her, is just sitting in the kitchen while she cooked and taste the things that she's cooking. I have to be creative with this challenge. I'm even using the bones of this squab to make my broth. Never cooked squab before, but I'm confident in my skills. I think I can do it. Not many people do soups in this kitchen because it's so hard to impart flavor into a broth in 60 minutes. But I'm going for it.
You know, there's a misconception that these sustainable ingredients are too expensive, difficult to find. But the reality is they're all around us.
It's these small, thoughtful decisions that changes the world.
I'm not doing Asian today. I'm gonna go more of like a Nordic route, so I'm gonna do beets and squab. This dish is inspired by a chef that I worked with before, Christine Sanford, because she runs a very sustainable kitchen. The stems of herbs, potato peels, she doesn't throw away. She tries to repurpose everything in her kitchen, and she's instilled all those values and principles in me. Because I won last week on a Vietnamese dish, I'm not gonna do that direction. I wanna show that I'm versatile. I just wanna keep a good tempo throughout this entire competition. You're not gonna make it to the top by playing it super safe.
Noodle soup is the ultimate comfort food.
100%.
Do you think I'm gonna get that ultimate comfort?
I hope so, chef.
Okay. Oh, I would say more than pleasantly surprised. I like it because it's very clean, and using the pressure cooker was a fantastic idea. You're able to extract all that flavor. Overall, I like the effort. This is the food for the future. And your future is bright.
Thank you, chef. I feel so good right now. I got to stick to my roots, and they loved the flavors. I'm pretty proud right now.
Amy, I'm gonna be blunt and honest. I don't like the presentation. At this stage of the competition, I would be concerned about presentation.
Absolutely.
All right? Well, the fish cake is nice and moist. And it's well-seasoned, well-balanced. So I like the use of the spice, I like the use of the heat, and the lingonberry sweetness actually provides a relief from all that spice. But look at the six behind you. You have to stand out to win this.
Absolutely.
Are you back to win?
I'm back to win.
Watch your back.
Yeah.
Feeling a little bit defeated right now, just seeing who's also left in the competition.
I have squab and beets. I use the beet greens, cactus fruit, mustard, lingonberry jam, and some watercress for garnish.
The plating, I like. The color shining through from the beetroot is very pleasing to the eye. Now, the cook on the squab.
So it's going for a rare.
It's definitely rare. The only thing I didn't want to see when I cut into this is that cap.
Yeah.
You didn't render it long enough.
No.
It's a good combination. When you cook it rare, it gets very gamey. And the caramelization from the sauce and the lingonberry balance the flavor. The dish is good, but is it good enough?
Canada's top 6 compete in a classic tag team challenge
You're doing good, you're doing good. Let's compose those scallops.
where they have to replicate a 6-dish seafood platter.
Medic again.
But for the East Coast boys, speed may not be the best strategy.
Perfect, thank you.
Andrew, how are things going?
Things are going quite well, Chef. We're working really well together.
You had a choice of 5 fantastic cooks, and you chose Andy.
Yeah, absolutely. He cut himself, but he didn't even slow down once. And that's one testament to his ability to work under pressure.
If you guys lose, you won't be able to show your face in the East Coast.
You're right, Chef.
So I hope that Frito Mistos can stand up on his own without the aioli. It's a little bit overcooked. I'm not seeing a lot of moisture. You can see?
Yeah.
All right, let's go for the squid. It's excellent.
Thank you, Chef.
Well done.
Thank you.
I think you can show your face in Halifax. But will it be enough in this kitchen?
We'll see.
I feel like we did an admirable job of an impossible task.
Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.
I'm pretty proud still, even though we've had some mishaps.
May and Christopher, come on up. Well, look at this, look at this. When Andrew was making up the team, I think his strategy was putting things that didn't mix together. Andrew, you got this one wrong. Do you think it was a perfect mix, you guys?
I think so.
I think we worked really well together. We were just focused on getting every element out on the plate.
But, because it tastes good. Let's go for the frito misto. Looking at it, it does look a little pale. The aioli, nice, very nice. The smell, it could have used just a little bit more time. I'm really looking forward to this squid here, because if you look at it, this is precise, like you're parking cars. You scored it nicely. It's really good. I think it's restaurant quality.
Thank you,
Chef
Alvin.
Thank you.
Pero misto is not there. Let's look at the sub squid here. Okay, who did this?
I made the filling. Jeremy cleaned it.
Wow, that seems like a team effort. And it looks good. Nice caramelization here. Nice. Perfectly cooked and perfectly seasoned. And compliment you on the stuffing. Look at that. You got the garlic, you got the pine nuts. Very tasty. This is so good. I'm gonna bite into the other one.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
You did not get everything on the plate, but A for effort.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, Chef. I'm super disappointed in myself. I think our strategy was just off from the beginning. I should have split up the tasks more evenly.
That was brutal.
Mary is joining us tonight to help present a challenge that's even sweeter than moi.
This is not a replication challenge. Rather, it's an inspiration challenge. You will take the ingredients or concept from one of these great desserts and give it a whole new spin.
This is definitely my kind of challenge. So let's take a closer look at what you have to work with.
Christopher,
How are you guys?
this week is payback time, right?
Certainly hope so. I'm gonna go right back to my roots. I'm doing baking full out. I'm gonna be doing a play on the Saint Honoré cake, which is a classic French pastry.
So what's a traditional honoré cake?
The traditional Saint Honoré cake, you have the puff pastry on the base, and then you have the cream puffs on top. But today, I'm gonna be using a tart as a base, a banana financier tart. Bring in the banana. Then each of the cream puffs will be filled with a different pastry cream. I'm gonna have a matcha, a red bean, and a chocolate.
Each of the cream puffs?
That's right, we'll have a different pastry cream so that the whole thing is a banana split, but in a French pastry style.
Oh my gosh, this sounds amazing. I'm so excited to see what you do.
I got a lot to do, so fingers crossed.
All right.
I know you got revenge in mind, but remember, revenge is best served sweet. Okay?
Thank you, Chef.
Bit of rice wine. One of my mom's go-to dishes is cabbage rolls. My cabbage rolls are gonna be very close to my mother's.
Hey, Chef.
Andrew.
How are you?
I saw you jumping with joy when you got the cabbage.
Yes, Chef.
Why is that?
Because I love cabbage, and there's so many versatile applications for it that I'm gonna try to showcase today.
Tell me the 3 applications you're gonna use.
I'm gonna make, from my country, the cabbage roll that I'm doing with, instead of rice in the center, I'm actually shredding cabbage, mixing it with ground lamb, allspice, cinnamon, and a little bit of garlic, obviously.
Yeah.
Second dish is a curried cabbage pakora with mint raita and red cabbage chutney.
No, I love Indian cuisine.
Absolutely.
So I want to see the spices.
Yes, Chef.
So what's your last one?
Yes, the last dish is going to be choucroute garni, which is a dish that came from Germany to France in the 17th century.
Yes.
It has wonderful pork ingredients and some sauerkraut in there.
Sauerkraut should be the star of the dish. So I hope I'm not seeing a bunch of pork under some, fried cabbage,
No,
okay?
Chef.
First 3-person finale ever.
Yes, Chef.
Who do you want not to be in it?
I want Chris out right now. I love the guy to death, but he's too scary for me. I don't want him in.
Okay. Work hard.
Thank you.
30 minutes left. 30 minutes.
Holy smokes, I'm making a lot today. Both Andy and Taya are in exactly the same position. They almost got the title. They're former finalists. They were so close to it, they could taste it. They're both making dumplings. The difference, though, is Taya is making her own dumpling wrappers. Andy has chosen to use store-bought dumpling wrappers.
You're not gonna get the softness, so you gotta be very careful when you cook it.
There's gonna have to be sacrifices, and choosing the pre-made dumpling wrapper is one that I have to make. I hope the judges enjoy the big, bold Southeast Asian flavors. This could be exceptionally risky.
how to batter this.
Andrew and Christopher never made it to the finale during their season, but they're no underdogs, let me tell you.
In my choucroute garni, I'm making a quick sauerkraut by adding caraway seeds and adding a lot of vinegar and sautéing the cabbage so that I'm emulating the flavor of a sauerkraut.
So the thing about cabbage, it takes a long time to soften. If you can pull it off, I would be very, very impressed.
I have luncheon meat. Sometimes traditionally, this beautiful French dish even has hot dogs in it.
Andrew's making a sauerkraut dish with canned luncheon meat.
Canned luncheon meat?
I know that's traditional, but is Andrew's dish going to be MasterChef quality?
I've been in the top so many challenges this season that if I come in last now, it would be a disgrace.
Cabbage, 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 that's all I got.
I did a brown butter honey pistachio crumb carrot. In the center, we have red carrot, coconut curry, and on the far end, carrot, ginger, soy, dumpling, and fried carrot tops.
It's colorful plate of dumplings. It's got some crispy. I assume you got some pickles in there. So you got a lot going on there. It's very pleasant. When I look at it, I say, wow. Did you make your own dumpling wrap?
I did not.
Why not?
Rush for time, no excuse there.
Well, look at the fill. Looks nice. Andy, I'm impressed. You honored the Chinese dumpling. The filling, amazing. I taste the carrots, I taste a lot of the Chinese spices, but not overpowering the carrot, which is essentially the star. All right, charcuterie garni. Presentation-wise, I think you could have elevated the presentation. It just looks rustic. Let's focus on the flavor. You know, I don't care if you use luncheon meat, it's tasty. Your biggest problem is when this luncheon meat becomes kind of the star of the dish, there's a big problem with that dish.
Yes, chef.
The cabbage, it's undercooked. You know, you're not getting the softness. The sauerkraut, which should be with the star of the dish, not getting the rest of the spices.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Have you honored the cabbage? That is the question. Please go back to your station.
Thank you.
Andy,
How we doing, Chef?
did you ever think you would be back in a MasterChef Canada finale?
Not in a million years.
Walk me through your first course.
So anywhere you go on the East Coast, you're gonna find incredible seafood platters. So we've got pan-fried scallops, some cornmeal fried oysters, we're gonna have some pickled mussels, some green apple vin to lighten it up, and a big dollop of caviar to get the party rolling.
Just remember one thing, though. Make sure they're not too rustic. Elevate your dishes.
100%.
Push yourself.
Thanks, Chef.
You're doing great, Andy.
So hot in this jacket. I'm doing a snapper crudo with crispy skin, and then I'm doing a whey cucumber foam and a compressed cucumber with lime. Snapper is something that is very common on Vancouver Island. And as a child, I used to go fishing all the time with my dad, and we used to go to the marina and eat fish tacos. So this is kind of like a super elevated version of a fish taco. Okay, deep breaths.
Cooking is not just a physical act, it's a mental act. There's so much pressure, especially when the stakes are so high.
I'm 100% worried about the balancing of flavors. I want a pronounced cucumber flavor, but allow the fish to shine.
Take a look at Taya. She is using the Miele vacuum pack drawer.
I've put in lime juice and extra cucumber juice, and then it will compress all into the cucumber. So it's like extra juicy.
And that has infused them with flavor.
So cool.
Lots of cucumber.
10 minutes! 10 minutes to your first course!
Okay, where am I at? Back home, if you order a seafood platter, it's basically a pile of fried seafood. I need to make this refined.
I'm worried. Andy has a lot of different seafood for his appetizer dish.
It has more moving parts than the other two home cooks.
The next dish up for tasting is Taya's, a red snapper crudo with a buttermilk whey foam, masa tuile, and compressed cucumbers.
You know, I like the presentation a lot. I think the foam is perfectly executed. I like the cucumbers, the way they're just these little wafers. And I like the way she charred the top of the skin. That was a really nice little finish to the dish.
I find the flavors to be a lot more subtle. There's a little punch from the jalapeno pepper, but for me, it is lacking just a little bit of simple sea salt.
I love the way that the acidity, the chili is coming in from oils, in foams. The flavors are coming in different directions. Good concept. Love the presentation. Hey, it's innovative.
Last up is Andy's appetizer, a seafood platter containing seared scallop, crispy oysters, pickled mussels, and an apple vinaigrette with caviar.
I like his simple approach to the plating. It is clean and tidy. I love the beautiful green vinaigrette on the bottom. That really is a back foil that shows off the gorgeous seafood.
I love the different flavors coming out. The scallop perfectly cooked. The pickled mussel, well done. The acidity goes very nice with the texture and the umami coming from the mussel. And the green apple is a nice touch. It's a very strong dish in terms of both taste and execution.
The last entree up for tasting is Christopher's, a seared duck breast served with a beet jus, smoked egg in a taro nest, and a celeriac puree.
I like the plating. I love the egg with the taro root nest. I love the gold leaf.
Every element here is interesting. Beautiful sauce on a beautifully cooked duck. I can't wait to cut into this.
I am really intrigued by this egg.
It has to be medium, creamy center. I tell you, there's a lot riding on that smoked egg. Hey, wow. Look at that. That is perfect.
The cook on Christopher's duck is perfect. It's well seared, it's well seasoned, it's well rested. The egg, I think, is sensational. That custardy center.
Every element here is done to perfection.
This is the end of the night at the cottage with Andy. For dessert is one of my favorite desserts in the world, a blueberry grunt. An East Coast classic that at home we'll eat around the campfire.
There you go, Andy.
In the oven.
Hey, Andy. So you're doing a blueberry grunt. How are you gonna elevate it?
We have a lemon blueberry cake in the oven. I'm gonna smoke a compote.
Yeah.
I've got a meringue that I'm gonna toast, similar to around the campfire, so that marshmallow flavor.
Great idea.
I also have a lemon gelato disc that will sit over everything and be able to peer down through, that will have flowers and blueberries on top.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that gelato ring, okay?
Can't wait for you to try it.
Christopher, what have you done for dessert?
This is a play on a traditional Chinese dessert called mango pomelo and sago. So you have a small isomalt bag that's filled with diced mango, shredded pomelo, and some cooked sago. On top, you have a mango cheesecake foam. Around the bag, you have some coconut snow, passion fruit meringue, and also some lemon sponge.
Did you get all that?
Yeah.
I like the presentation. The colors, simple. You got the yellow, you got the green, you got the white from the snow, you got bits of textures in there. It's a neat little package.
Andy, tell us about your dessert.
This is a classic blueberry grunt. We have a smoked blueberry compote, a blueberry lemon cake toasted with butter and thyme, toasted marshmallow, and lemon curd underneath the lemon gelato disc on top.
I have never seen a blueberry grunt looking this good. It is often heavy and stodgy looking. It's a humble, humble dessert. Yet this is a thing of beauty.
Thank you.
I tell you, you have elevated it. The lemon gelato ring gives it acidity, but the sponge cake was heavy. I would have soaked it with a nice rum. It would have given it more depth. Taya, please describe your dessert.
You have a hibiscus margarita in dessert form. There's a coriander sponge, a hibiscus panna cotta, a habanero ice cream, and then some macerated tequila lime melon, just for some fruit.
I am amazed at your presentation. There's just simple geometry, a bit of square, a canal, round, and spheres. I'm really excited to sink my expensive teeth into this.